congregation will only be allowed in churches and other places of worship where the congregation will be able to observe the recommended physical distancing protocol. The amended regulation, like the other changes announced earlier this week, will remain in effect until October 19, 2021. The blue economy and the important role that it plays in the livelihood of many was one of the focuses of this year's Caribbean Week of Agriculture. In this Donella Hostain report, we hear of the celebration which culminated today.
The Caribbean Week of Agriculture is the premier event on the regional agricultural calendar, allowing key stakeholders in the public and private sector.
My name is Hollis Map. I perform around the world. And when I travel, I book with CaribJet.
Call CaribJet now. 100% Grenadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. CaribJet, True Blue St. George's. The number one for travel.
COVID-19 spreads from person to person through the droplets that are produced when someone coughs or sneezes, which makes it easy to spread between people in close contact. Now let's get prepared to stay healthy.
To reduce your chance of catching or spreading COVID-19, practice these simple everyday preventative measures. Droplets can also land on surfaces, so ensure that you wash your hands frequently for a minimum of 20 seconds or sing the happy birthday song twice. Avoid touching your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with an alcohol content between 60 and 90%. 70% is ideal.
When you cough or sneeze, cover your nose and mouth with a flexed elbow or a tissue. Dispose of the tissue immediately and then wash your hands. If you notice someone has a fever and cough or other symptoms of respiratory illness, avoid close contact when possible. Let's all do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. Our health is our collective responsibility.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center, located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate, and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
Experienced drivers, you've ruled the road. Now you can enjoy the rewards with Beacon's 50-plus car insurance plan. Get hassle-free sign-up, affordable payment options, and a free windscreen cover. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get driving with Beacon today.
Good evening and welcome to the MTV Evening News for Friday, 8th October 2021. Coming up in the news this evening, Catholic bishop speaks out against recent increase in reports of abuse against the elderly. Grenada removed from UK red list for international travel. Child Month 2021 to be observed in November. And in sports, Jamaica considers hosting 2022 Carifta Games. We have the details to these and more after the break.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average usage has decreased.
Renelec, energizing our Grenada.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
With the news in detail, I am Tonia St. Louis Lawrence. Bishop Harvey of the Diocese of St. George's in Grenada is speaking out against the abuse of women, especially elderly women in our society. Bishop Harvey says that this behavior towards women should not be tolerated and is calling on the church communities to play their part in curbing this challenge. His comment came against the backdrop of several recent reports in the media of attacks on the elderly. Bishop Harvey says we have to make sure our senior citizens are safe.
We have had some serious challenges on the issue of assaults on women. A woman in her 80s, I think she's a Miss Noel, who was raped on one instance, and then she had her house ransacked by someone. And what I find most demeaning is that it seems as if people know who the culprit is, you know. But no arrest is made, nothing happens. There are two things here which I really am concerned about. One is the question of bringing people like that to justice. We cannot say, well, you know, this happening so often. You get used to it. That's absolute nonsense. We can never get used to that kind of assault. I find that people, when you talk about a child being criminally assaulted, people, oh, how horrible. When you hear about an old person being assaulted, that is just shoved to the side. And then, of course, that the church community, and here I want to challenge people, because whether that woman is Catholic or not is immaterial to me at this point. She's a hurting daughter of God.
Bishop Harvey calls on young people to play a more active role in ensuring the safety of the elderly.
The other situation is an old farmer, also elderly, you know, who was attacked by two young men, and it's not the first time. And he says that he knows who they are, you know. And again, when I first came to Grenada, I made it very clear that if certain things were not nipped in the bud now, Grenada will pay a terrible price years later on. And I hope it's not beginning, because we have to make it clear to the young that they have to be responsible, they are accountable for their actions. And if they do make a mess of things, if they do take advantage, especially of the aged, but young people must never, never be allowed to think that they can get away with assaults on the elderly and on children.
Grenada, along with several other Caribbean countries, are now removed from the UK red list for international travel. The red list will reduce to 7 countries, and a proof of vaccination will be recognized from 37 new countries and territories. Here is Nikita Hostain with the details.
From Monday, 11th October, 47 countries and territories, including Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and St. Kitts and Nevis, will be removed from the red list for international travel, making it easier for people to travel abroad to a larger number of countries and territories. Passengers returning to England from these destinations will no longer be required to enter hotel quarantine. The UK's inbound vaccinated arrivals policy has also been extended to a further 30 destinations. The UK government says the continued process on vaccination, both at home and around the world, means government can confidently reduce the size of the red list to focus on countries that pose the highest risk, informed by UK Health Security Agency's assessment. MTV News spoke to the CEO of the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association, Aline Friday, on this new development.
Yes, so we are elated about the new ruling saying that as of October 11th, Grenada's vaccines will be accepted in the UK. And what that means for Grenadians is the fact that for those who are vaccinated in Grenada, they will no longer need a pre-departure PCR test or book a 8-day test or need to self-isolate when they arrive in the UK, making it so much easier for travelers to return to the UK and so much cheaper. So we hope that this would encourage more travelers to arrive in our shores.
Friday states how this will benefit the GHTA and its membership.
GHTA represents the private sector, and as being a non-governmental organization, we represent the hospitality industry. So whether it's a hotel, a restaurant, a tour operator, we rely on tourism for our membership. So we see this as a huge benefit.
She says this means vaccines are working and there are benefits to being vaccinated, including easy access to travel.
I think that most people need to know that that means that our vaccines are working. So our vaccines are accepted. Covishield is accepted in the UK, and there's a benefit to being vaccinated. Being vaccinated means that it'll be easier to travel, whether it's to the UK and going back and forth. So we hope that more people will actually get vaccinated. We know that those arriving on our shores who are tourists are vaccinated, but those also who want to travel to the UK, once they're vaccinated, it's so much easier and convenient for you.
At the moment, the GHTA is heavily involved in the Get Vax initiative, Friday says. Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
23 new cases of COVID have been recorded, bringing the number of active cases to 579. 3 deaths have been confirmed and 46 people are currently hospitalized. A drastic reduction reflected on the Ministry of Health's dashboard. There are no active cases in Carriacou. The curfew has been adjusted to 7 p.m. daily, which includes weekends. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, while outlining the new regulations this week, in a national address warned people to remain vigilant as the COVID-19 pandemic continues. Religious leaders have been given the green light to worship in their churches from this weekend. Acting under the guidance of the Ministry of Health and following consultation with the religious community, government has approved the reopening of churches and other places of worship. A maximum of 20 people will be allowed to congregate. That number must include technical persons responsible for facilitating the live broadcast of services. This adjusted regulation will only be allowed in churches and other places of worship where the congregation will be able to observe the recommended physical distancing protocol. The amended regulation, like the other changes announced earlier this week, will remain in effect until October 19, 2021. The blue economy and the important role that it plays in the livelihood of many was one of the focuses of this year's Caribbean Week of Agriculture. In this Donella Hostain report, we hear of the celebration which culminated today.
The Caribbean Week of Agriculture is the premier event on the regional agricultural calendar, allowing key stakeholders in the public and private sectors to acknowledge the importance of agriculture and rural life to the economic, social, and environmental stability of CARICOM member states. This year, the CWA was celebrated under the theme Transforming Our Food Systems and featured remarks by representatives from partner organizations as well as assessing the state of regional agriculture while strengthening its resilience. One of the main topics featured was that of the blue economy and the important role that it plays in the livelihoods of many. Nicoyan Roberts, manager for nautical development from the Grenada Tourism Authority, noted that better care needs to be taken so the economic opportunities are not lost.
See employment opportunities for families and for young people. We also have to be able to mitigate against, for example, what a project that is heavily focused on construction can do to our mangroves if the trucks are dumping waste in our mangroves. So all of these systems are interlinked, and we have to take a multi-sectoral and a public-private partnership approach to managing them so that we don't lose the economic opportunities, but at the same time, we don't damage the environment.
A number of other presentations were made by CARICOM counterparts throughout the week, including Chairman of the Board of Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI. He spoke of the recent floods and natural disasters that occurred in some of the islands. The CWA came to an official close on Friday, October 8th. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Child Month celebrations, traditionally held during the month of October, will now be observed from November 1st to the 30th, 2021. The broader theme of Child Month is Love the Child, while the sub-theme is Children's Care and Education Matter. Let children grow, glow, and flourish. The focus will be on quality education and care for all children, while promoting health and safety. In addition to the change of date, the ministry is scaling down activities to ensure the safety of all and ensuring that all activities adapted to COVID-19 guidelines. Masks and T-shirts will be available by order. Child Sabbath or Child Sunday is confirmed for November 13th and 14th. That's it for the first segment. More news after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Tick, tock, toe. I win!
Feel like a big kid again when you play NLA's new scratch game, Tic-Tac-Toe. It's instant cash on the go. Reveal 3 X's or 3 O's in the same row, column, or diagonally, and win the prizes shown, or as much as $5,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play. Tic-Tac-Toe, please.
Give me a tic-tac-toe, please.
Tic-Tac-Toe, please.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Government, private sector, civil society, academia, farmers, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization, invites you to World Food Day 2021, the virtual edition, under the theme, Our Actions Are Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, a Better Environment, and a Better Life. Join us October 15 from 9:30 a.m. via Zoom, Facebook, GIS, and Real FM as we recognize and celebrate the many successes of the agriculture sector.
Experienced drivers, you've ruled the road. Now you can enjoy the rewards with Beacon's 50-plus car insurance plan. Get hassle-free sign-up, affordable payment options, and a free windscreen cover. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get driving with Beacon today.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest Communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. A shipment of 4,000 AstraZeneca vaccines was received Friday from the Government of Canada, which will be used to aid in the continuation of Grenada's vaccination drive. There has been a temporary shortage of the AstraZeneca vaccines, which saw many people unable to receive their second dose.
We want to express our sincere gratitude. For that, that allows us to continue our AstraZeneca rollout or choice to our population with respect to AstraZeneca and or Pfizer vaccines.
Thousands of vaccines had to be destroyed last month as they reached the expiration date, and citizens were slow in the uptake for both the first and second doses. Minister still hopes this will not be a reoccurring challenge.
We have had vaccines available to our population since February of this year. It's been very difficult for the ministry to make sure that we always have the vaccines available. And it has been with the cooperation and significant challenges to get it done. And we've just encouraged persons to come forward as quickly as possible because while we would like to ensure that we always have vaccines available, we cannot guarantee that we will always have vaccines available because, as you're very much aware, Many countries are also trying to get their hands on vaccines and still haven't as yet.
Due to the shortage, several people were encouraged to take the second dose with a Pfizer shot, but most refused because of their fear that it will not be accepted in other territories when they travel. Vaccination and testing continue over the weekend, and as the No Movement weekend is discontinued, health officials are hoping for an increase in the number of both services. Here is Nikita Hostin with the details.
Nurses and volunteers will be dispatched to various parts of the country for another weekend to provide testing and vaccination service. Coordinator for vaccination and testing, Victor Phillip, says this weekend will be no different. He's advising citizens who are already exhibiting symptoms of COVID-19 to stay at home and call the health centers or the hotline. However, he says for those who visit the pop-up sites, there will be 2 lines for individuals who are showing symptoms and for those who are not.
Okay, well, people like those, you can't, it's advised that you call the hospital. Some people are saying that it's difficult, but you could also call the health centers, right? Once information has reached the team, well, when the vaccination, as I said, there will be a mobile team, and they're specifically to handle situations like that. So all you need to do is to try to get in touch with the vaccination team or with the health center or through the hotline, right? We don't allow everyone to mingle the ask and the separate 2 lines so that those who want to test but who want to test and have symptoms, so they will separate them.
Proper management of the pop-up clinics are important. Philip explains how elderly residents will be processed and what happens once someone has tested positive for the virus.
Oh yeah, well, what can be done? Also, they have set up within the health center, like in the Sutter's Health Center, for instance, that you can call there, and there is a team that works during the week, in the afternoon time mainly, to go out to those people with the weights and take names, and they would go out with a bus with the staff and go from home to home and administer to those individuals who have called in and give the names and stuff like that.
The weekend drive gives individuals who could not make it during the week the opportunity to get tested and vaccinated. Philip lists testing and vaccination sites that will be opened this weekend.
In St. Patrick's, we have at Hermitage, and it's starting from 10 to 12:30, and then in Montreal from 2:30 to. But mind you, the team normally, as long as there is people coming, they will deal with you. So all of this is set times, but they will make a necessary accommodation.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
Hoteliers on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique are not being left behind, as the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association continues to throw its support, especially as the country is slowly recovering from the recent COVID outbreak. According to the CEO of the association, Arlene Friday, they understand the level of difficulties businesses on the Sister Isles have been facing. She says this is the main reason they need to ensure people are vaccinated, as this is the only way out of this current crisis.
It is quite difficult for them. It is quite difficult to do business. So again, this is why we stress it so much. People wonder why we put so much into vaccination, but as you can, as you're well aware, this is the way the world is moving. This is the way that we must move as well. So we're trying to work in tandem with the rest of the world and keep our community safe, keep people in Carriacou safe, keep people in Petit Martinique safe.
The GHTA team will be making its way next weekend to Carriacou and Petit Martinique to continue with their vaccination drive efforts.
Through the vaccination campaign, that will ease restrictions, that will help business in our sister islands. And that's why we plan to be there as well. So we plan to be there in person physically next weekend. So look for us there if you're interested in getting vaccinated, if you're interested in getting tested please also look for us. And if you want more information, please feel free to email me at info@ghta.org to know how you could get involved and how you can get more information.
In the Caribbean, it is a widely known issue that males tend to take less care of their health medically when compared to females. Black males tend to have a dislike to visiting the doctor, even if they have an issue. However, Dr. Francis Martin is encouraging men to eat healthy and adapt better lifestyle practices.
And so men ought to take care of themselves. Make sure you eat a lot of foods that increases your testosterone levels. Eat your bananas, eat your nuts, eat your avocado. Exercise. Zinc is important for men. Yeah, pumpkin seeds have a lot of zinc in it. Meats, and this is one of the cases where I say fish or shell food can actually work.
Although Dr. Martin's advice comes on the heels of the outbreak of COVID-19, he insists that eating healthy is something that should become a normal daily practice. This is where we end the second segment. Entertainment and regional highlights are up next.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest Communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
The croton scale insect, a new threat to our agricultural production, is now creating major damage to several plants. Mango, soursop, plums, guava, avocado, and crotons are among the main ones affected. Excessive sooty mold, black blight, is associated with this pest. Take action now. Cut and burn infested fruits and shoots. Do not move infested materials to other areas. Treat with horticultural oils and recommended insecticides. Request assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture. Follow all safety protocols when burning trash or applying pesticides. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center, located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate, and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
MTV's Total Local is brought to you in association with Cara Brewery.
For this week's edition of Total Local, we pay tribute to one of Grenada's cultural icons, Peter Bain, who transitioned to the great beyond earlier this week. Bain is known and will be remembered for his contribution and dedication to culture.
History is the most important thing. Without your history, who are you or what are you? So, you know, it's like a true without roots, as the saying goes.
Peter Bain, a cultural icon, was instrumental in carrying on the traditions of our ancestors, and history will show the role he played in shaping Grenada's cultural landscape. The well-known massman leader, philanthropist, and community activist from Grenville, St. Andrew, passed away this week, leaving behind his family and many Grenadians whose lives he touched. In an interview with MTV Entertainment on Friday, CEO of Spice Mass Corporation, Kelvin Jacob, said that Mr. Bain's passing is a great loss to the cultural art form, especially in the area of mass designing.
We consider Mr. Bain to be a master massman in Grenada, one who has carried mass, both traditional and fancy presentations, for over 30 years in Grenada. He has contributed a lot in the area of, in the St. Andrew area specifically for mass. He held the fort up there for a very long time, and then he came down to St. George and started taking part in the competitions of Spice Mass.
Concerned that the work of Peter Bain and others who have passed on will be lost, Jacob is calling on people to document the life and efforts of national heroes.
We are seeing these massmen they are passing on, and we do not have what we would say proper documentation of the work or the skills being passed on to the younger generation, so that we can continue these traditions as we move along.
Jacob went on to say younger mass band promoters should take a page from Mr. Bain's book of creativity and commitment.
His mass productions told a story. When you see the costumes, you can relate to a storyline in the costumes, and we would like to see more of the younger designers who are going to be coming up taking that role, rather than just putting out a costume on the street and giving it a name which doesn't really lend itself to the story or the name of the band. We want to see more creativity in that aspect, and I think that's one of the things that Mr. Bain carried with him in all of his productions over the years.
For MTV's Total Local, I am Donella Hostin.
Your regional highlights are up next.
MTV's Total Local was brought to you in association with Cara Brewery. The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Arizo. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Arizo Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Time now for the latest developments from across the region.
With tonight's MTV Regional Roundup, I am Clifton James. In Guyana, a video surfaced on social media showing an altercation between a young mother and a female security guard stationed at Republic Bank Limited. Still shaken up by the encounter, that woman has come forward to tell her side of the story for the first time. More in this report.
After a violent run-in with security guards attached to Republic Bank Limited, Cassandra Lindbergh Fernandez, the young mother seen in the widely circulated video, has come forward to tell her story in her own words. 36-year-old Lindbergh Fernandez said what started out as a harmless visit to the bank to request a copy of a document she submitted for a University of Guyana loan in 2018 escalated when she was denied access to the bank's Water Street branch location. In her recount of the events that unfolded, Lindbergh Fernandez said with her young child in hand, she joined the line like everyone else around 11 a.m. last Monday. When her turn came, she was asked by the security guard to present her vaccination card and her national identification card.
I told him I hadn't any, however, I have the child's clinic card and my ID. He said, Ma'am, that can't work. I said, but the gazetted order makes exemptions for breastfeeding moms. He said, Ma'am, I don't know anything about that. So I said, you know what? Can I speak with a manager?
The unvaccinated mother claims that her request fell on deaf ears. After waiting for nearly half an hour to speak with the manager, she inquired again, but to no avail. She claims she stood waiting in another line for another half an hour. Growing tired of the long wait, she saw staff and asked him for guidance as he was entering the building.
Staff already entered the building, turned to sanitize his hand. And he said, I used that opportunity to ask the staff, for an excuse, because the door was still open. So I said, excuse me, can I get some assistance? By the time I could start relating the incident, blam, the security guard slammed the door.
Now desperate, Lindbergh Fernandez said she stuck her feet in the door to request help. She alleged that the guards attempted to close the door, but instead sandwiched her and her 18-month-old son.
As he's pressing, I said, man, you know what, I'll step out. But I can't unless you ease the door and you're squeezing the child's legs, right? And I said, I was telling this female security now, I said, man, you're pressing on his back, right? Just ease a bit, I will step out. I don't know if what I said, because it's not aggressive at this point. I don't know if what I said aggravated her in some way, because she started pressing harder on the child's back, right? Sister, you're squeezing the child, open the door. You're squeezing him. And girl, that's the point the security took it upon herself to chuck me.
Nevis Premier Mark Brantley has renewed calls for Nevisians to get vaccinated. During a press conference on Wednesday, he announced that if the vaccination rate doesn't increase to a satisfactory level, he will be inclined to mandate it. I believe that the evidence all around the world makes it clear that COVID has come to kill. It hasn't come to have tea. It hasn't come to play dominoes. It has come to kill. And if you know, as we know, that COVID kills, why would we not protect ourselves from it? Tobago's first confirmed case of the Delta COVID-19 variant of concern was in a fully vaccinated patient. Dr. Tiffany Hoyt, Tobago's County Medical Officer of Health, made the revelation during the THA Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development's visual COVID-19 media briefing on Thursday. Dr. Hoyt said the patient developed virus symptoms on September the 18th and went to get tested 2 days later. The test returned a positive result on September 23. The confirmation of the presence of the Delta variant was received by the County Medical Officer of Health's office on Tuesday. The patient is in quarantine and contact tracing is ongoing. So far, Dr. Hoyt said none of the primary contacts has any recent travel history, nor has anyone tested positive for COVID-19. The Tobago County Medical Office said investigations will continue. Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
You're watching the MTV Evening News.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
The safety and security of your information is always important to us. Ariza now offers chip cards, also known as EMV cards, which provide enhanced security for your purchases and are globally accepted. The new Ariza Credit Union Visa International Debit Card continues to have the traditional magnetic stripe with the additional security feature of a chip and can now be used at both chip and traditional magnetic stripe terminals. For your added protection, always keep your PIN private and store your chip card safely in a RFID pouch. Visit arizacu.com to learn more on how to protect your account information. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sports is next.
Tick, tock, toe, I win!
Feel like a big kid again when you play NLA's new scratch game, Tic-Tac-Toe. It's instant cash on the go. Reveal 3 X's or 3 O's in the same row, column, or diagonally, and win the prizes shown, or as much as $5,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play. Tic-Tac-Toe, please.
Give me a tic-tac-toe, please.
Tic-tac-toe, please.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Dear customer, please help us limit the potential impact of COVID-19. If you have cold, flu, or COVID-19 symptoms, please postpone your visit to Grenlec. We recommend using online banking to make payments, available through Co-op Bank, Republic Bank, and FCIB. You can also use check drop boxes at each of our locations. For bill balances and other information, call 237. For additional support, email customersupport@grenlec.com.
We promised you, and now it's time to deliver. St. Louis UPVC is finally open for business. Look for the blue building marked St. Louis UPVC number 21 Frequenter Industrial Park. At St. Louis UPVC, we manufacture durable push-up windows, sliding windows, projected windows, and casement windows. You can also purchase sliding doors. Our products are manufactured with up to half-inch impact glass, with 21 different types of glass to choose from. Windows can be customized to your specifications. Free delivery island-wide. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Feel free to call us at 439-6538 for more information.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
Jamaica considers hosting 2022 Carifta Games. That story and more coming up in sports.
My name is Hollis Map. I perform around the world. And when I travel, I book with Caribjet.
Call Caribjet now. 100% Grenadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. Caribjet, True Blue St. George's. The #1 for travel.
Time now for your sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. The Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association has been asked to host the 2022 edition of the Carifta Games, the region's premier junior track and field championships. Garth Gale, president of the JAAA, confirmed with Observer Online on Thursday that the association had been approached by the Carifta Congress and asked to host the games that were last held in 2019 but have been on a hiatus since the onset of the COVID pandemic. Jamaica's Reggae Boys are now hoping for a win over Canada Sunday after their 0-2 loss against the US Thursday night. It was yet another setback in the boys' quest to qualify for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Ricardo Pepi led the U.S. to the victory in the CONCACAF qualifying match in Texas with a pair of goals early in the second half, becoming at 18 the youngest American to score in consecutive World Cup qualifiers. Pepi put the U.S. ahead in the 49th minute to cap a quick end-to-end movement and added another goal in the 62nd minute. Kolkata Knight Riders thrashed Rajasthan Royals by 86 runs to close in on a place in the Indian Premier League playoffs. Shubham Gill's 56 helped Kolkata to a commanding total of 171 for 4 in Sharjah, where the Royals succumbed to a chastening defeat. Shivam Mavi took 4 wickets with Lockie Ferguson claiming 3 scalps as the Royals capitulated to 85 all out in the 17th over. Kolkata looks certain to finish in the top 4, while their beaten opponents' already slim hopes went up in smokes. Champions Dwayne Bravo and Chris Gayle will be looking to make it 7th heaven when they turn out in the #Men in Maroon for the marquee ICC Men's T20 World Cup. The legendary duo has played all 6 tournaments since its inception in 2007 in South Africa and will want to have maximum impact as they enter the 7th edition in the United Arab Emirates and Oman. They later played in 2009 in England, 2010 at home in the Caribbean, 2012 in Sri Lanka, and 2014 in Bangladesh, with the last edition in 2016 in India. Gale is the undisputed king of T20 cricket, and the universe boss has dominated this format everywhere he has set foot on the planet. Bravo is not far behind with his expert bowling. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Donella Hosten.
The weather and a recap of the top stories when we come back.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlac, energizing our Grenada.
Each of us has a role in Grenada's successful recovery. We all care for our community. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
The weekend is here, and with the Friday night and the weekend's weather forecast, I'm meteorologist Wayne Williams. Good evening to you, viewers. After the night of showers and thunder showers, improvement returned to the Eastern Caribbean, but that was just with the showers and the thunder showers. The cloudiness continued as the tropical wave continues to move past the islands. We still have two main areas of cloudiness at the moment, brought some heavy showers and thunder showers over Trinidad, and another area over the open Atlantic, but upper-level winds are not favorable for further development, so we could see the system breaking up rather quickly. Another tropical wave much further to the east at the moment. Lots of haze in the Atlantic. We would be seeing a slight haze here for the weekend. The main areas of cloudiness at the moment, some activity in those areas, the showers and thunder showers. We are going to see an easing tonight, but still there are showers in the forecast. Friday night's forecast is for continuing showers. The winds would be easterly between 8 and 18 miles per hour. Minimum temperature around 24 degrees Celsius. The moon is going to rise 8:56 tomorrow morning and set at 8:46 tomorrow night. Scattered showers would continue on Saturday. Easterly winds 12 to 22 miles per hour with moderate seas, 5 to 7 foot waves. Sunrise 5:56, sunset 5:51. Temperature will still climb to around 33. We'll see some sunshine. It will feel about 35-36. Showers would continue in Port of Spain and Bridgetown. Sunshine again in Kingston. Thunderstorms in Miami. Cloudy skies in New York. Partly cloudy for London. As the wave continues to move away into the Caribbean Sea, we're going to see gradual improvement, but there still is a chance of some isolated showers on Sunday. Maybe one or two leftover ones early Monday morning. Partly cloudy conditions for the early part of the week, improving towards the weekend. That's it for me for Friday night and for this week, folks. Have yourself a great night, a safe and an enjoyable weekend. Please join me again on Monday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlac, energizing our Grenada. The MTV News Hurricane Tip is brought to you in association with Beacon Insurance.
Experienced drivers, you've ruled the road. Now you can enjoy the rewards with Beacon's 50+ car insurance plan. Get hassle-free sign-up, affordable payment options, and a free windscreen cover. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get driving with Beacon today.
In today's Hurricane Tip, we feature sanitization. You must include in your kit hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, cloth face masks, 2 per person, towel papers, towelettes, soap, liquid detergent, feminine supplies, personal hygiene items, plastic garbage bag ties for personal sanitation use, plastic buckets with tight lid and disinfectant, plus household chlorine bleach. These were your hurricane tips for today.
The MTV News Hurricane Tip was brought to you in association with Beacon Insurance.
Experienced drivers, you've ruled the road. Now you can enjoy the rewards with Beacon's 50-plus car insurance plan. Get hassle-free sign-up, affordable payment options, and a free windscreen cover. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get driving with Beacon today.
Now to end the news, a recap of the top stories. Catholic bishop speaks out against recent increase in reports of abuse against the elderly. Grenada removed from the UK red list for international travel. Child Month 2021 to be observed in November. And in sports, Jamaica considers hosting 2022 Carifta Games. That's the news. Continue to follow us on our Facebook page and now on Meaningful Television on YouTube. On behalf of the MTV News and production team, I am Tonya St. Louis Lawrence, thanking you for watching.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Well, good day to viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lottery Authority's Daily Pick-3 Midday Draw for today, Friday, the 8th of October 2021. I'm Lexanne Fletcher and I'll be your draw hostess for today. Joining me, Ms. Giselle Alexander. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Now, she's here to ensure the games for today are conducted in a fair and accountable manner, that the game balls have not been tampered with and are within industry standards. Quick reminder, with the Pick-3 game, you can bet as little as $1 on inline, mix, and pair tickets, and from $2 on backup tickets. Let's find out what the winning numbers will be for today. It pays to play. Good luck. All right, and the first number is, yes, first number 0. The second number 7, followed by the final. Yes, final number 8. All right, it's time to recap. First number was 0, second number 7, third and final 8. Congratulations if you're a winner today. And we'd like to say congrats also to our winners who part of yesterday's payout. There was a total of 73 winners. The total payout was $7,990. Big congratulations again, and do stay tuned. Coming up next, the Playway Draw. We'll see you then.
By now, you should know that the early bird catches the worm. So, what are you waiting for? Put wings to your feet and head to your nearest scratch seller. For every quick sevens scratch ticket you buy at $2, the NLA gives you 7 chances at winning as much as $7,000. Scratch the entire play area for your 7 chances at revealing as much sevens and win the corresponding prizes. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Welcome back. It's time for the Playway Draw for today, Friday, the 8th of October, 2021. Join me once again, Ms. Giselle Alexander. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Now, just to remind you, with the Playway game, all you got to do is bet as little as $1 up to $10 on increments on any number or dream symbol of your choice and get to win 24 times the amount you bet. That's $24 for every dollar spent. It's time to reveal the winning Playway number for today. Value your dreams, win your way with Playway. Good luck. And the winning Playway number is today's winning playway number is the number 9099. The dream symbol is cat. Just repeat today's winning playway number 9099. The dream symbol cat. If you're a winner, congratulations to you, and congrats as well to winners who were part of yesterday's payout. There was a total of 919 winners. The total payout $97,560. If you're part of that, congratulations again. Get those tickets off with the cash for a draw because that comes up next. We'll see you then.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back. It's time for the Daily Cash 4 draw for today, Friday, the 8th of October, 2021. And just to remind you, I've got joining me once again, Ms. Giselle Alexander. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. A quick reminder, with the Cash 4 game, you can bet as little as $1 on most of the bet types with the exception of backup, in which case you bet $2. It's time to select the winning numbers. It's more plays, bigger prizes. Good luck. All right, check your tickets. First number is number 5, second number 5, third number 7, and the final number 0. Time to recap. First number was 5, the second number 5, third number 7, and the final 0. Congratulations if you are a winner. Congratulations also is in order to our winners who were part of yesterday's payout. There was a total of 42 winners. The total payout $18,750. Congratulations again, and don't forget, get your tickets for later on and do continue to support sports, culture, and nation building. Have a good afternoon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome to our Super 6 draw for today, Friday, 8th October 2021. I am Deborah Hippolyte. Super 6 is a multi-jurisdictional game owned by Winalot Inc. and it's played within the islands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, Grenada, and St. Lucia. Today's jackpot stands at $220,000. We'll now select your free ticket letter. Good luck. Your free ticket letter is J. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with your winning numbers.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6 even more. With more money.
To the jackpot galore. Play more, win more, have more fun. With more jackpot money.
Super 6 is my number one.
With the new and improved Super 6 game, the jackpot keep growing and growing.
And growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
Welcome back. We'll now select your winning numbers. Good luck. Your first number is 11. Second number is 9. Third number is 22. Fourth number 16. Fifth number 18. And your sixth number is 8. Again, your Super 6 winning numbers are 11, 9, 22, 16, 18, and 8. Your free ticket letter is J. The Super 6 draw was supervised by an auditor from BDO. Please contact your relevant Central Lottery office for further information on the payment of prizes. Remember, with Super 6, there are bigger jackpots and more chances to win. Join us on Tuesday, 12 October 2021 for our next draw. Until next time, I'm Deborah Hippolyte, wishing you a pleasant afternoon.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Micah David Mackenzie, also known as Mr. Nelson and Brother Mac, of Carriacou, who resided at Mondeleys St. George, passed away on Friday 24th September 2021 at the age of 93. Left to cherish his memory are his children Rachel Jacob, Terence, Preston and Carsley Mackenzie, Jeffrey St. Bernard, George Latouche, Esther Gulston, Pamela Blyden, Sherma Collins and Paula Sylvester. Adopted children Claudel Sylvester, nurses Gracelyn Andrew and Samantha Ashton, Carl Hood, Asha Charles, Paulette James, Joycelyn Marichaud and Hermione Hood. 45 grandchildren, 49 great-grands, 3 great-great-grands. Many nieces and nephews, too numerous to mention. Brother-in-law Brother Joe of Latante. Sons-in-law Stanley Gulston and Bede Collins. Daughters-in-law Vita Latouche, Mary Seeley, Teresa, Annette and Ralda Mackenzie. Other relatives and friends including Pastor Reverend Thomas Welsh and Mrs. Welsh and the Pentecostal Assembly, the Mackenzie families of Carriacou and Grenada, the Fletcher and Thomas families of Latante, and friends and neighbours of the surrounding areas of Mondelez, Westerhall, St. Paul's and Pedmotar. The funeral service and cremation of the late Micah David Mackenzie, also known as Mr. Nelson and Brother Mac of Carriacou, who resided at Mondelez St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Theresa Maria Mahon, also known as Cousin Ta and Miss Ta of Maho, St. Andrew, who resided at Corinth, St. David, passed away on Friday, 1st October at the age of 86. She was the mother of Anthony, Christine, Peter, Angela, Clinton, also known as Conhee, Agnes Lucian, also known as Annie, Bernadette, Matthew, also known as Little Eggs, and Agnes. Grandmother of 35, great-grandmother of 29, sister of Rennick, Jane and Gordon in Trinidad, Peter and Angie. The relatives and friends including Magdalene Allard, Kent Felix, the Mahon, Allard, Pancho, Cadu, and Bagwan families of Corinth, Crowshoe, Monlong, friends and neighbors of Mahu and Corinth. A memorial service for the late Theresa Maria Mahon, also known as Cousin Ta and Miss Ta of Maho St. Andrew, who resided in Corinth, St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home. Frances Roberts, also known as Leroy, Uncle Lee and Bain of Lower Lataste, St. Patrick, passed away on Tuesday, 14th September at the age of 81. He was the husband of Esther Ann Roberts, also known as Auntie Bernice, father of Stephen Roberts in England, brother of Clarence, Victor, Emlyn, Gail, Chalice, Marjorie, and Oliver, grandfather of Leroy and Jason Roberts, Mitchell Hippolyte, Aliyah and Kina, great-grandfather of 9, great-great-grandfather of 1, brother-in-law of Cosmos, Willis, Patrick, Michael, Winston, Delma, Yvette, Delise, and Rena, uncle of many including Wilma Toussaint, many other relatives and close friends including Flora Roberts and Patricia Phillip, Mary Conwell, Eli, Liston, Danny, Mr. George, the boys around Delivery Shop, Father Gerard Paul, and members of the River Sally RC Church, friends and neighbors of Lataste and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Francis Roberts, also known as Leroy, Uncle Lee, and Bain of Lower Lataste St. Patrick, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home.
Christiana Williams of Upper Capital, Birchgrove, St. Andrew, who resided at Ladigue St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday, 23rd September 2021, at the age of 89. She was the mother of Marilyn, Frederick, and Jane Williams, Pauline Campbell in Grenada, Claudette Campbell in the USA, and Beverly Ann Williams Alvis in St. Vincent. Grandmother of Alethea, Calvin and Marisa Williams, Jumal Cyrus, David, Richard, Chernell, Tevin, Alec and Angel Campbell, and Alicia Noel. Great-grandmother of 11 including Shanice Charles, April Felix, Davidson Campbell, Jamari Williams, and Trey Thomas. Sister of Bernadine Little Henry and Bernadette Big Beckles in the UK. Aunt of many including Linda Marast, Orion Henry, Jocelyn Clark, Madonna, Magdalene, Carl Beckles, Marcia, and Christine. Sister-in-law of Avis Campbell. Grandmother-in-law of Arnold Charles and Nanika Julian Campbell. grand aunt of many. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including the Campbell, Henry and Gittins families, Eslyn Noel and family, Rosalind St. Louis and family, Derek Adonis and family, Perdita Smith, Lorraine Ramdani, Linda Paris and family, Carryman sisters, Maureen Walcott, Fathers Anthony and Patrick, members of the Legion of Mary, SVP, Sisters of St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville, Sisters of Sorrowful Mothers, Mount St. Irvans, the Congregation of St. George's R.C. Church, and friends and neighbors in Canada, England, the USA, Munich, Birchgrove, Upper Capital, Ladigue, Mount St. Irvans, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Christiana Williams of Upper Capital, Birchgrove, St. Andrew, who resided at Ladigue, St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Sharon Elizabeth Jones Alexander, affectionately known as Sherry, of Boca St. George, passed away on Sunday, 5th September 2021, at the age of 54. She was the wife of Ralph Alexander, mother of Carrie Ann Alexander, niece of Joseph Douglas in Trinidad, sister of Greta Jones Bowen, Emmanuel Jones, Reuben Jones and Roman Francis in Grenada, Christine Graham and Victor Batiste in the UK, Frank Douglas, Joseph Thomas and Catherine Felix, also known as Artie, in Trinidad, aunt of Quincy, Alan, Ron, Tishana, Franca, Carla, Portia, Joshua, Carl, Natasha, Elisa, Francine, and Camille, godmother of Keithson Batiste, Raquel Antwine, Carol Patterson, Melina Gordon, and Kishona Clark, sister-in-law of Stephen, Anne-Marie, Sonia, Philip, Bain, and Anne. Many other relatives and friends including Lucky, Dr. McLeish, Mr. Granger, Kim, Solange, Janice, Esther, Lucy, Junior, Christine, Derek, pastors and members of the Vendham New Life Chapel, River and Cities Ministries, Deliverance Ministry and House of Prayer Sanctuary, the staff of Ramada Radisson, and friends and neighbors of Boca, Vendham, and surrounding areas. A memorial service for the late Sharon Elizabeth Jones Alexander, affectionately known as Sherry, of Boca St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Martha Stella Williams of St. Cloud, St. Andrew, passed away on Tuesday, 28 September 2021, at the age of 69. She was the sister of Joseph Sunnyboy Williams and Teresa Venn Joseph, sister-in-law of Danny Joseph and Jean and Martha Williams, aunt of many in the USA, the UK, Venezuela, and Grenada, caregivers Jacqueline Lewis and Rosalind Bartholomew. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Lidris Joseph, Rosamond Giannoutsos and family, Mildred Millett, Beryl Harris, Claudette Scanterbury, members of the Mount Pisgah Spiritual Baptist Church, Mother Margaret, Bishop Moore and Bishop Ian Edwards, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, Mrs. Delma Thomas, Dr. Alexis Isaac and members of government, and friends and neighbors of St. Cloud, Sab, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Martha Stella Williams of St. Cloud, St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Jude Harding of Snug Corner, St. George, passed away on Saturday, 25th September 2021, at the age of 60. He was the brother of John Harding in London, Jennifer Harding, also known as Jenny in the USA, and Abba in Grenada, father of Wilt LeBarry, Kamal Campbell, Jamie Lee Noel, and Jody Bridgman, nephew of Lady Judith Palmer and Gloria Palmer and family, uncle of Dr. Johila Adolphus in the USA, Nicolette Harding in Grenada, Emma, Rihanna, and Gabrielle Harding in London, brother-in-law of Eunice Harding. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including the Palmer family of Mount Parnassus, members of the Airport Taxi Association, and friends and neighbors of Snug Corner and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Jude Harding of Snug Corner, St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Claudine Nichols, also known as Wendy and Teacher, of Woodlands, St. George, passed away on Sunday 26th September 2021 at the age of 60. She was the sister of Margaret Norma Entwine, Helen Valerie and Alistair in Canada, aunt of Ven, Martin, Lennox Entwine, Leon, Lennox, Lorna and Lorraine, caregivers Judy and Vicky. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Cicely Mitchell in Grenada, Anne McIntyre, Margaret Braffett, Rosanna Skinner, Lilla Bishop, Agatha Ferguson in the USA, Sister Marianne, Durhong, Yvette Mason, Yvonne Jones, Laurel Bartholomew, the Carmelite Sisters and Tertiaries, James Froud and family, the priest and parishioners of St. George's Cathedral, the staff, students and past students of Boca Secondary School, the Woburn Methodist School, Father Andrew Bernard, the Skinner, LaRouche, Entwine, Nichols and Bishop families, and friends and neighbors of Woburn, Woodlands, Springs, Cafe and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Claudine Nichols, also known as Wendy and Teacher, of Woodlands, St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. George Wells, also known as Rocky of Tivoli, St. Andrew, died on Monday, September 20th, 2021, at the age of 53. Left to mourn are his mother, Clarabelle Wells, residing in Canada, daughter Roxy Wells, residing in the USA, companion Shirley Ann Lewis, sisters Sally Ann Wells in Grenada, and Betty Ann and Sheena Wells residing in Canada, brothers Garvin Peters in Grenada and Sean Budlal in Canada, uncles Kennedy and Kenneth Budlal and Destin Courtney in Grenada, Eston Wells in England and Brian Henry in Canada, nephews Caden and Braden in Canada, and 3 others in Grenada, cousins Curtis Bartholomew and Raymond Thomas. Other relatives and friends including the Wells, Budlal, Warren, Mitchell, Bartholomew, Lewis, Christopher, Decoto, Alexander and Ramdani families, Pauline Andrew, Kent Wilkinson, George, Miller and Ian Edwards, the staff at the Ministry of Works, including the districts of Grove, Satires, St. Mark and Pearls, and friends of the government, including Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell, the Honourable Gregory Bowen, the Honourable Peter David, the Honourable Kate Lewis, and the Honourable Pamela Moses, and neighbours and friends of Tivoli, Ahoma, La Poterie, Pearls, and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late George Wells, also known as Rocky, of Tivoli St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Albert Michael Frederick, also known as Osmond Charles, of New Hampshire St. George, a well-known bus driver and farmer, passed away on Tuesday, October 4th, 2021, at the age of 69. Left to cherish his memory are his wife, Teresa Frederick, children Philomena, Winston, Wilbert, Cecilia, Thomas, Adrian, Cindy, Osmond, Rosetta, Clint, Kendall, and Nyron. Sisters Cynthia, Victorine, Mary, and Joyce. One aunt, Emo London. 33 grandchildren, 1 great-grand. 3 daughters-in-law, 3 sons-in-law, 4 brothers-in-law, and 1 sister-in-law. Many nieces and nephews, too numerous to mention. Uncle of many, including Dolly Charles. Godfather of many, including Troy Edwards. Close friends Alberta Gittins and John Francis and family. Other relatives and friends including the Frederick and Charles families of New Hampshire, Beaulieu, Birchgrove, and surrounding areas. The funeral service and entombment of the late Albert Michael Frederick, also known as Osmond Charles, of New Hampshire St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Daisy Thomas of Mount Granby St. John passed away on Thursday, September 30th, 2021, at the age of 88. She was the mother of Cheryl Augustine David, Glenn Anthony Thomas in the USA, Sharon Thomas, and Mrs. Yvonne Dabrio. Adopted mother of Beatrice St. Paul in Grenada. grandmother of Kizzy Augustine Carter, Zwade Augustine, Tyler David, Carisha and Zachary Thomas, Kevin and Crystal Dabrio, Tiffany Franklin, Kareem, Sabrina, Teray, and B.J. Thomas. Great-grandmother of 12, sister of Rita Pariag in England, mother-in-law of Kevin Dabrio Sr., many nieces and nephews, many relatives and friends in the USA, England, Trinidad, and Grenada, including the Peters family, Reba, Amy, Marilyn, Maudrey Noel and family of Wove, the Best, MacPhail, and Peterson families, Ernest Roberts, Marilyn Redhead and family of Mount Granby, the Church of Christ of Concord, Mount Granby and Grenada, and friends and neighbors of Mount Granby and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Daisy Thomas of Mount Granby St. John will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Elvis Crispin Sampson, also known as Mr. Shark and Boyu, of Upper Depredine Street, Grove, St. John, passed away on Sunday, October 3rd, 2021, at the age of 62. He was the brother of Rosalind Hutchinson, also known as Nuku, Marvis Sampson, Wendy Ann Sampson, also known as Baby, Calvin Sampson, also known as Two Left, Alvin Sampson, also known as Duppy, Wayne Sampson, also known as 10 Pound, Allison Sampson, also known as Papa, and Devil Lee, also known as Barky, brother-in-law of Patrick Augustine, nephew of Cynthia Fraser, also known as Maudlin, and Rennis Lewis, uncle of 28, grand-uncle of 33. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends in Grenada, Trinidad, the USA, Canada, and England, including the Joseph, Sampson, Hines, Johnson, Alexander, Sandy, and Lewis families, the Fisher folk of Wove, friends at Little Barbados, and friends and neighbors of Wove and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Elvis Crispin Sampson, also known as Mr. Shark and Boyu, of Upper Depredine Street, Grove, St. John, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Derek Simon, also known as Boyu and Wilbur, of Diamond St. Mark, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, died on Thursday, September 16, 2021, at the age of 44. Left to mourn are his children Darwin and Deasia Simon, mother Mary Simon Dabrio, stepfather Leonard Dabrio, sisters Dorette and Shelley in Grenada, Sherry-Ann, Carmel and Ellen in New York, Cheryl in Canada, and Sherry in London, brothers Noddy, Devon, and Darren in New York, many aunts including Esther, Ella, and Joy in New York, Lynette and Irva in Grenada, uncles Alston and Kingsley in Grenada, many nieces and nephews including DeAndre, Esther, and Kenny in Grenada, special friends including Marilyn Benjamin and family, Kevin in New York, Edris and family, and friends and family of Wove and Victoria. The funeral service for the late Derek Simon, also known as Boyu and Wilbur, of Diamond St. Mark, who resided in Brooklyn, New York, USA, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Veronica Hackett, also known as Taunty or Mam I, of Laurelland, Pedmotar, St. David, passed away on Friday, October 1st, 2021, at the age of 89. She was the mother of Dr. Lenroy Anthony Hackett, mother-in-law of Valerie Hackett, grandmother of Nathalie Crystal Hackett McGlure Esquire, Falana D. Hackett Cruz, Dr. Tiffany E. Hackett, and Jason Pascal, great-grandmother of Valencia, Xavier, Victoria, Xander, Veronica McGlare, and Penelope Cruz, sister of Ermintrude Fraser, Joan Hackett, and Ignatius Hackett in Trinidad. Many nieces and nephews, cousins, other relatives and friends including Gregory Hackett and family, police officer Rain Brazan, Barbara Miles and family, Derek Fraser and family, Alistair Fraser and family, Sherma Buckmeyer and family, John Licorice and family, Eric Samuel and family in Canada, Tina and the Hackett family of Mondelez, Molly Noel and family, the Telesford family of Windsor Forest, Judith MacDonald and family, Kenrick MacDonald and family, Arthur Campbell and family, and friends and neighbours of Lauraland, Pedmotar and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Veronica Hackett, also known as Tonty or Mam I, of Lauraland, Pedmotar, St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Karen Lois Noel Bartholomew of Beaulieu, who resided at Montrush, St. George, died on Wednesday, September 15, 2021, at the age of 48. She was the daughter of Joseph Noel, residing in the U.S., and the late Shirley Noel, wife of Timothy Bartholomew, mother of Kevin Noel, Keisha Noel Bowler, Samantha Noel, Samuel Noel, Keishon Noel, and Kizelle Bartholomew, sister of Deborah Noel, Tyrone Noel, Nigel Noel, and Nicole Noel in Canada, Latoya Noel, and Joey Noel in the USA, grandmother of Lily, Samaya, Lee and Rahum Noel. Several aunts and uncles including Alison Haywood, Claudette Noel, Gladys Noel in the USA, Don Williams, John Noel, and Teresa Romaine in the USA. Mother-in-law of Leah Noel, Akim Bola, and Alana Noel. Several nieces and nephews. Sister-in-law of 4. Other relatives and friends including the Noel and Roger families of Beaulieu and surrounding areas, Hector Pascal, Bernardine Moodoo and family, members of the Faith Independent Baptist Church, and friends and neighbors of Montrush and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Karen Lois Noel Bartholomew of Beaulieu, who resided at Montrush, St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Valerie Dabrio of Douglaston, St. John, passed away on Wednesday, 29th September 2021, at the age of 76. She was the mother of Gina and Douglas Phillip, grandmother of Slade Dabrio and Kaylee Phillip, sister of Pansy McGee, Maureen Perrott, Zilla Dabrio, Dawn Caliste, and Selby Dabrio, mother-in-law of Shireen Regis Phillip and Joseph Collymore, aunt of many including Marva St. Paul, Michael Scott, Sharon Cord, Kevin Pooh Dabrio, Ellen, Anthony, and Paul Dabrio. Many cousins, other relatives, and close friends including the Ragbasing family of Douglaston, the Edward and Granoux families of Victoria, the Cato family of Mount Granby, Ina Marquez and family, Pastor Bain, the Dabrio, Cord, Scott, St. Paul, Knight, Regis, and Marquez families, and friends and neighbors in the USA, England, Canada, Trinidad, Carriacou, and Douglaston and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Valerie Dabrio of Douglaston, St. John, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Anderson Hostin, also known as Andy of Grandon, St. George, passed away on Sunday, September 12, 2021, at the age of 44. He was the son of Winston and Vida Hostin, brother of Richard and Keith Hostin, brother-in-law of Beverly and Jesse Hostin, uncle of Darrell, Jewel Casey, and Zuri Hostin, grand-uncle of Logan Hostin, close and dear friend of Leisha Bowler. Many cousins, other relatives, and close friends, including the Hostin and Raquel families in Trinidad and Tobago and Grenada, Muhammad Amagan Ul-Haq and family, Mohammed Ashran Ul-Ha and family, the management, staff, customers, and building contractors of St. Lou Metal, the management and staff of Grenada General Construction Services Limited, Tampy and the boys at King Cut's Barbershop, the Bowler family, David Graves and family in Grenada and Canada, Rani Saud and family, and friends and neighbors of Grandons and surrounding areas. A memorial service for the late Anderson Hostin, also known as Andy of Grandon, St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Theophilus Joseph, also known as To and Hubin, of Leicester Carriacou, passed away on Thursday, September 30th, 2021, at the age of 77. He was the brother of Eileen Alert in Carriacou and Anita in Union Island, Vernon, Felix, Donald, and George in the USA, and Crowell in Trinidad, brother-in-law of Maudlin, Pauline, and Linda, grandfather of Ezron, Daniel, Carlos, Forrest, and Ishon, uncle of 34. Caregivers Wendy and Thyla Joseph and Erica Jules. Close friend of Dr. Davis, Conrad, Mariana and Nathan Lewis, Makiva Jules and Yvonne. Many other relatives and close friends, including the Joseph families and the Samuelson families in Carriacou and Grenada, Olive Placid and family, the George family, Clemencia Alexander, Joyce Bristol, Godfrey Caliste, Jeff and Allison, Cyril Edmund and Francis MacLeod and family, and neighbours of Leicester and surrounding areas, too numerous to mention. The funeral of the late Theophilus Joseph, also known as Toe and Heuben, of Leicester Carriacou, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Randy Alec George Miller, also known as Pumpkin of River Road, who resided at Grandon's house in Scheme St. George, passed away on Saturday 25th September 2021 at the age of 35. He was the son of Alison Miller, brother of Rena Rush and Jareen Joseph in the USA, and a Nika Redhead in Grenada, nephew of Joy Fletcher, Jennifer O'Dane, Audrey Humphrey, Anne Whitby, Sandra Holness, and Rena Manso, Winston O'Dane, and Kenneth Fletcher, uncle of Brad Sylvester, Akinde Redhead and Laws Miller, Claire and Chloe Rush, and Anaya Redhead, brother-in-law of Clifford Rush, cousins including Janice, Najuma and Fayula Jeremiah, Kenton, Kevin and Kellon Fletcher, Mrs. Kadisha Stewart, and Jenilyn O'Dane in the USA. Many other relatives and friends, including Gloria Clark and family in Canada, Geraldine Thompson, Petra McBonnet Roberts in the USA, Rita and Twine, Denise Hostin and family, Sherma and Joseph and family, Nat and Babs Simpson, Sister Frances Nelson, Mildred Cruikshank, Anne Pear, Nurse Revlon Batiste, Leslie and Reuben in Canada, Dr. Emma Harry Thompson, Dr. Beverly Nelson, Dr. Rantier Andrew, Mr. and Mrs. Michael Benjamin, Marcel Lewis, Mr. and Mrs. Roy Raymond, Eleanor Pilgrim, Donella Hostin, Mr. Reuben Pursue, retired nurse Denise Sayers, the Mother's Day Tea Circle, the principal, staff and students of the School for Special Education, and members of the Grenada Downs Syndrome Association. The funeral of the late Randy Alec George Miller, also known as Pumpkin of River Road, who resided at Grandon's house in Scheme St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. John Benjamin of Grove St. Jean, who resided at Harford's Village St. Andrew, passed away on Wednesday, 8th September 2021, at the age of 75. He was the husband of Velma, also known as Sister Benjamin, father of Surana, Davon, and Keisha, grandfather of 3, brother of Peter, uncle of Tony and Terry. Other relatives and friends in Grenada and abroad, including Suzanne, Donna, Mr. George, Herman, the pastor and members of the Tuileries Pentecostal Church, and friends and neighbors of Harford's Village and surrounding areas. A memorial service for the late John Benjamin of Grove St. John, who resided at Harford's Village St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Bernadette Myrna John of Happy Hill, who resided in Port of Spain, Trinidad, died on September 23, 2021, at the age of 76. Left to mourn are her children Yvonne John Roberts and Antoinette John Craig in the USA, and Cindy John in Trinidad. 3 grandchildren Vondel Banaheen, Randall Roberts, and Andel John in the USA. Great-grandchildren Justin and Janelle Banaheen in the USA. 3 sons-in-law, Pastor Randolph Roberts and Leslie Craig in the USA, and Augustine Cuffey in Trinidad. 5 sisters, Oslin Glenna Paris in England, Rona and Florine John in Canada, Claudine Simmons and Cheryl John in the USA. 2 brothers, Norrell John in Canada, and Carlisle John in the USA. 1 brother-in-law, Joseph Paris in England. Nieces Anne and Julia Paris in England, Claudine John in Jamaica, Simona and Barbara John, Nicolette Simmons and Jamaica Scott in the USA, Amanda Perrott in Canada, and Lisa Luxin in Trinidad. Nephews Kellen Nicholas, Esmond Simmons in the USA, Ramon John in Canada, and Lyndon John in Trinidad. Other relatives and friends including the Medford, Hines, Seals, and Pascal families in Grenada, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, and friends and neighbors of Happy Hill and Grand Anse. The funeral service for the late Bernadette Myrna John of Happy Hill, who resided in Port of Spain, Trinidad, will be held in Trinidad. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Bosco Anselm Frame of Chantymel St. Patrick died on Thursday, September 30th, 2021, at the age of 67. The funeral arrangements for the late Bosco Anselm Frame of Chantymel St. Patrick will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Peter Bain, B.E.M., of Grand Bras St. Andrew, passed away on Monday, October 4th, 2021, at the age of 58. The funeral arrangements for the late Peter Bain, B.E.M., of Grand Bras St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Michael Johnson, also known as Bernard Amity, of New Hampshire St. George, passed away on Friday, October 1st, 2021, at the age of 84. The funeral arrangements for the late Michael Johnson, also known as Bernard Amity, of New Hampshire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Joseph Jr. Jeffrey James, also known as Buxi, Rasta, and Rabu, of Thebaid, who resided at Bellevue St. David, died on Tuesday, October 5th, 2021, at the age of 50. The funeral arrangements for the late Joseph Jr. Jeffrey James, also known as Buxi, Rasta, and Rabu, of Thebaid, who resided at Bellevue St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Jewel Williams of Pedmotar St. David passed away on Tuesday, October 5th, 2021, at the age of 72. The funeral arrangements for the late Jewel Williams of Pedmotar St. David will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Mary Maria Simon Dabrio of Diamond Estate, Victoria St. Mark, passed away on Monday, 4th October 2021, at the age of 71. The funeral arrangements for the late Mary Maria Simon Dabrio of Diamond Estate, Victoria St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. John Williams of Grove St. John passed away on Saturday, 2nd October 2021, at the age of 85. The funeral arrangements for the late John Williams of Grove St. John will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Janet Ann Veronica Stephen Name Millett of Corinth St. David, who resided at Laborie St. George, passed away on Tuesday, 28th September, at the age of 76. The funeral arrangements for the late Janet Ann Veronica Stephen Name Millett of Corinth St. David, who resided at Laborie St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Byron Bowen, also known as Vince of Grand Anse Valley, St. George, died on Tuesday, 28th September, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Byron Bowen, also known as Vince, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Sonja Kalita Lane, also known as Norma, of Grand Anse Housing Scheme, St. George, a former office attendant at the Ministerial Complex, Botanical Gardens, passed away on Thursday, 30th September, at the age of 67. The funeral arrangements for the late Sonja Kalita Lane, also known as Norma of Grand Anse Housing Scheme, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast.
Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Helena Patris of Latente St. David passed away on Thursday, September 30th, 2021, at the age of 68. The funeral arrangements for the late Helena Patris of Latente St. David will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Catherine Redhead, also known as Nenny of Moran St. John, died on Tuesday, 28th September 2021, at the age of 95. The funeral arrangements for the late Catherine Redhead, also known as Nenny of Moran St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Milton Ned, also known as Blacks, of Lafayette St. Andrew, passed away on Tuesday, 28th September 2021, at the age of 65. The funeral arrangements for the late Milton Ned, also known as Blacks, of Lafayette St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Shelda Andrew, also known as Chucky of Happy Hill St. George, passed away on Thursday, 23rd September, at the age of 65. The funeral of the late Shelda Andrew of Happy Hill St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. David Kingsley Alistair Joseph of Hermitage St. Patrick passed away on Tuesday, 21st September, at the age of 68. The funeral for the late David Kingsley Alistair Joseph of Hermitage St. Patrick will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Errol Strawn, also known as Peck and Sweet Boy of Riverwood St. George, passed away on Saturday, 25th September, at the age of 72. The funeral for the late Errol Strawn of Riverwood St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Norman Joseph Nichols, also known as Junior of New Hampshire St. George, passed away on Sunday, 26 September, at the age of 68. The funeral of the late Norman Joseph Nichols of New Hampshire St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Walter Ignatius McSween of Birch Grove St. Andrew, who resided at Douglaston St. John, passed away on Saturday, 4th September in Canada at the age of 92. The funeral of the late Walter Ignatius McSween of Birch Grove St. Andrew, who resided at Douglaston St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Joseph Hillaire, also known as David Charles and Devo of Tivoli St. Andrew, passed away on Sunday, 19th September, at the age of 89. The funeral service for the late Joseph Hillaire, also known as David Charles and Devo of Tivoli St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Cecilia Phyllis Aberdeen of Telescope, who resided at Wells Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, passed away on Wednesday, 22nd September, at the age of 90. The funeral arrangements of the late Cecilia Phyllis Aberdeen will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Cephas Felix, also known as Patrick Thomas and Upsetter, of Crowshoe St. Andrew, who resided at Jean Anglais St. George, a former Calypsonian, passed away on Sunday, 19th September 2021, at the age of 77. The funeral arrangements for the late Cephas Felix, also known as Patrick Thomas and Upsetter, of Crowshoe St. Andrew, who resided at Jean Anglais St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Maria Joseph Williams, also known as Aini, of Leicester Carriacou, who resided at Battle Hill St. Andrew, Grenada, passed away on Tuesday, 21st September 2021. The funeral arrangements for the late Maria Joseph Williams, also known as Aini, of Leicester Carriacou, who resided at Battle Hill St. Andrew, Grenada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Matthew Francois, also known as Ralph John, of Latost St. Patrick, passed away on Tuesday, 14 September 2021, at the age of 88. The funeral arrangements for the late Matthew Francois, also known as Ralph John of Latost St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Joseph Francique, also known as Strongman, of St. David, who resided at 8 Blair Street, St. George's, passed away on Friday, 17 September 2021, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Joseph Francique, also known as Strongman, of St. David, who resided at 8 Blair Street, St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Alwyn Edmund Charles, also known as Mike, of Celeste St. Patrick, passed away on Thursday, 16 September 2021, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Alwyn Edmund Charles, also known as Mike, of Celeste St. Patrick, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Dickie Chetram of Woburn St. George passed away on Sunday, September 12, 2021, at the age of 51. The funeral arrangements for the late Dickie Chetram of Woburn St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Alice Angelina Francis, also known as Alice John and Connor, of Mongelou Carriacou, who resided at Brunswick, passed away on Wednesday, 25th August 2021, at the age of 100. The funeral arrangements for the late Alice Angelina Francis, also known as Alice John and Connor, of Mongelou Carriacou, who resided at Brunswick Carriacou, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Jean Joseph of Beaulieu St. George passed away on Saturday, 21st August 2021 in Canada, at the age of 72. The funeral arrangements for the late Jean Joseph of Beaulieu St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacroix Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The pain and agony of losing someone is never easy. Within your own mind and heart, there is a deep pain, agony that no one can fill. Within you see yourself painfully accepting the fact that you have lost someone you love. But this is what the Word of God said in the book of Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made the heaven and the earth. To him you need to look to for your help and your leadership and your guidance. Man will not give you that help that you need. Money, fame, even the very material things that you have seek. You realize in losing someone, none of those things would give you help. Right now, there is one person who stands ready to help you. His name is Jesus Christ. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Why not trust him today? Why not allow him to be at peace in your life? I want to pray for you and your family. Pray with me. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I surrender, Lord, every heart that is painfully accepting the reality of their lives who have lost a loved one. I pray, O God, that you comfort those families, give them strength, Enable them to see, God, that you are there for them, that you, Lord, will never leave them, nor will you forsake them, for from you will come their help. I ask your blessing and for strength for them today, in Jesus' holy and precious name. Amen and amen. May God bless you and keep you and sustain you. May he overshadow you and look over your family as you reach deep within and overcome this deep sorrow and pain that you face. My prayers and thoughts are with you and your family. God bless you.